Gentlemen, I went over the rules earlier in the dressing room. Obey my commands, protect yourself at all time, play Olympia. Suerte.
This is Abdullah Mason's second scheduled 8-rounder. He's taking on Ronal Ron, who's got 5 losses. But Tim, one of those was the only stoppage loss against Hector Luis Garcia, who was the eventual WBA 130-pound champion. His loss came at the hands of Tank Davis.
I'm gonna say right now, call somebody that you know that want to see a knockout or want to see a great fighter on the rise. Call him right now and let him know that Abdullah Mason is inside the ring right now. This is going to be his toughest challenge as of yet. Ron is coming into the bout after suffering 2 losses right now, so he's trying to get back on the winning streak. But Mason, 20 years old, phenomenal skills, speed, timing, punch placement and variety. You see the defense after as well. Ron, I'll have to give it to you, Ron does have some pop on his shots. So Mason's gonna have to be extra careful tonight and not get hit with anything silly or get caught in between as he's punching anything big for Ron.
Part of the Mason 5, and there's that lightning quick left hook, and Ron's legs go out under him.
There it is. I told you to call somebody, let them know.
Wow.
I didn't say that lightning.
This kid is electric. So much fun to watch.
Straight bullet right down the middle. Beautiful. And then you see the feint right now. He's trying to get him to commit so he can open him up to be able to land something.
Bob Arum calls this young man one of the most electrifying young fighters he's ever seen. Gets rave reviews not only for his talent and power, but also his discipline and respectful demeanor. Hard not to like this kid.
Yes, it is. And you're saying to yourself, why isn't he attacking him? Why is he not attacking him? He just dropped him. That was somewhat of a flash knockdown. He knows that in his head. He caught him as he was coming in, and he knows that he's still a live dog. He's still a hot wire. It's early in the fight. That's called ring IQ.
He sees things, Tim. He's got great vision. Apart from quick reflexes and lightning fast execution and power behind that speed, he just sees things happening, and everything's slowed down for him at such an early stage of his career.
See the feint right there and what he was able to draw from that feint? Oh my God. He controlling him like he's a video game right now, just with that feint. You see how Ron stepped in all over himself, almost fell down.
And when it comes to finishing, once Mason knows he's got you hurt, man, he's a cold finisher. First round in the books. Ronal Ron visited the canvas. Product of a straight left hand. Lightning quick, powerful from Abdullah Mason.
Flash knockdown.
I know you've seen that, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta step over with that straight left. You hear me? Step over. It's gonna be being there. It's gonna be there. It's never not gonna be there. You see that straight left? Yeah.
Check out the straight left hand right down the middle. You see Ron right here getting in position. He's leading with the left hook. A lot of guys, I see a lot of men in this ring leading with left hooks. You see his head directly on that line, but then you see Abdullah Mason recognizing that, seeing that coming, and he throws a straight left hand right down the middle.
Great vision defensively, and look at the look, Tim. That boy's cold. It's like nicest young man you're ever going to meet outside the ring. You do not want to be the guy whose name is called to be in the opposite corner.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now.
See the feints right there. That's going to set up things. He's taking pictures. So you see the feint, you see the wide stance. He's able to get in and out of range. That's going to slow down his lateral movement. However, those feints, he doesn't want him to know when he's going to actually attack him.
Valiant,
again.
His father in the corner was his, you can eat, but it's got to be behind your defense. And You'll recall that in our fighter meetings, Abdullah Mason said his performance against Jose Cardenas on the Shakur Stevenson undercard, he was so happy because he stayed poised defensively and he was so explosive on the offensive end.
That's extremely important. And right now, Ron is starting to gain a little bit of confidence, right? The fact that he's still here.
Yeah, still here to take those shots.
Good speed in the inside. Not a whole lot of pop on those shots.
Defense turns to offense for Mason instantaneously.
I like that. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Ooh, like that. What a nice left uppercut counter.
And that was 3 shots right there with the single hand, with the lead hand. Ron is still trying to get close. He's still trying to inch his way closer and closer. And it seems like he's taking the shots now well. You don't realize it, but you get accustomed to getting hit. You don't realize it, but you do. The shots that you got hit with early on, they don't hurt as much.
Well, sometimes you're cold too, Tim. It could have been part of it, but it was just a perfect straight shot. Now a double left uppercut from Abdullah Mason. Just picks you apart.
Ron right now, he's showing his toughness right now and his grit, but he's leaning forward and he's making way for that uppercut. You see, he's going to have to use that to his advantage. If he knows the uppercut is coming, then he's going to have to try to time that loop in the right hand and try to beat that right. There it is right there. Nice right hand. It wasn't looping, but it was a straight right hand. But try to beat that uppercut with the right hand. Good jab.
Ron trying to go downstairs, goes a little bit low there, straying with the right hand. Nice defensive responsibility with that left, keeping it right where it needs to be, Tim, from Abdullah.
Yes, it is. He's going to have to be. He's in there with a guy that got some punching power.
11 knockouts and 14 wins for Ronal Ron.
So, and that's the reason why you see the young man, he's respecting the power. He's taking his time. He knows he's got 8 rounds of work. And little by little, he wants to break down Ron.
You know better.
That uppercut. They have such a great communication, Valiant and Abdullah.
Check to see everything. Don't forget you got to step in and over. Keep stepping to the outside more, right? Yeah. You throw them jabs. You can finish that shit with a hook, right? Yeah. He's waiting on you. Every time you go in there, make you throw, right? Look, put your hands up, make you throw. Boom, deliver. Boom.
Nice little step back right here, uppercut. Let's see what he does. Nope, that was just a drop. Boom, right up the middle. Just read him, knew he was coming in. He was coming in low from a low point right there. You see him leaning over that front knee. Boom. I'm going to go ahead and set you up with that. Since you're not going to come with a jab or anything else, and you're not going to give me anything to worry about, I can set you up and time you with shots like that.
I'm going to start trying to touch him with those stabs again.
You're reading your opponent's
But you got to
movement.
step in with those, though, too. Take your time, man.
Valiant Mason, Abdullah's father, says take your time, and Abdullah will say I'm going to step in with those stab jabs now, and let's see how that works. Just the communication, the back and forth in that corner is with respect, and it's all tactical.
Yes, it is. It's good work. It's good, great communication between the entire family. But we talked about early on, that was a vicious shot to the body. But you're starting to see the confidence build right now in Ron because he's still here. In his mind, I didn't think he probably didn't expect to still be here, standing. But now he's coming back with his own offense.
Here you see another right hand from Ron. Has to take 2 left hooks, but it's turning into an exciting fight for the fans.
And you want to know something? This is exactly what I wanted to see from this young man. I wanted to see how he operates with the pressure, with somebody coming back at him. Somebody put that pressure on him. Not only the physical presence, but also the hands, putting that work on him. It's extremely important for a young man to be able to deal and fight in any range inside that ring. And I thought early on I saw a weakness in the young man in that department. So you can tell that he's been working inside the gym, perfecting his craft in every way. He's comfortable inside the pocket now.
Ronal Ron, a Venezuelan refugee. He came to the country in 2023 to fulfill his dream. And here he is on ESPN Plus against Uber prospect Abdullah Mason.
Ron is starting to believe. Ron is starting to believe Abdullah's going to have to do something. Or just keep doing what he's doing right now. Just picking and poking his way. Picking and poking his way. Trying to find a sweet spot.
That combination punching. Nice left uppercut from Abdullah Mason.
Good defense.
Forcing Ron to keep his hands
in his pocket.
In a defensive position.
Yep, in his pocket.
There's a short left hook from Abdullah.
See, but what Ron don't realize is that the opportunities are there when Abdullah is actually throwing. He needs to let his hands go at the same time. But that's a good right hand right there. Little glazing blow right there. Partially blocked, however, it got Abdullah's attention for sure.
Now down to the body from Ron with a straight right. Mason stepping in, and the body shot.
Right here, Mason. Right there.
Sends down Ron, and then a straight shot to the head.
5, 6, 7,
That's a wrap.
8, 9.
He's up at 9.
Venga aquí.
I want to see that sequence because it
Yeah,
was
me
so
too.
fast.
Yeah.
But I think there was a body shot that started it.
Ooh,
Nice
saved
left
by the
uppercut.
bell.
So another knockdown for Abdullah Mason. First round and
time,
third
man.
round.
You hear me? You gotta take your time. You don't get it. You gotta keep shooting. You don't get it. Take your time. Don't let everybody out here rush you to do nothing. You hear me? Yeah. That body. You hear me? Yeah. Up, down, down.
All right, let's take a look at how this knockdown happened, Tim. I thought I saw a body shot.
Waiting.
There it is.
Steps in behind the jab. Nice little short left hand.
There it is. That's
Right
the
in the
one
solar
that hurt
plex.
him.
That's the one that hurt him. Yep. Right to the solar plex right there. It's a beautiful shot. Stepping in that behind his jab. You see his foot placement right there. He corrected it, getting it on the outside as he shot that shot. Getting his head in a safe position.
And
Right.
Tim, we talked about the communication in the corner. When he told his father, I'm gonna go you gotta go stab.
Yeah.
Step in and stab. That's exactly what that
he
was.
looking for, to step in, stab, jab, and come up to straight left hand. But you see my list right there? You see Mr. Troy Isley, how far he moved up? His last performance, Troy Isley put on, was spectacular. This is my #1 guy right here. However, Troy Isley is moving up that ranks, and if he continues to put on performances like he did last time inside the ring, he's going to move up the ladder.
His offense is really improving there with Bomac.
Oh, my.
Red
Offense,
Spikes
offense and
Esau
defense.
Dieguez. Yes, sir.
Offense and defense.
In the corner, the obvious was being stated by Valiant Mason. The speed is killing this kid. So Mason needs to continue to not only throw fast, but throw hard and continue to let those hands go and punish Ronal Ron at the center of the ring. It's lefts and rights, and Abdullah Mason showing that mean streak, gets caught with the right hand, and will he respond in kind here against Ronal Ron, who continues to get pummeled? Worked back towards the corner, and the punishment continues until Lawrence Cole says this is enough. Abdullah Mason, 11 knockouts in 13 professional wins.
This kid is special. Just let y'all know right now, this young man is something else. He is going to be a problem in the 135-pound weight class.
I mean, too.
Did you see when when he wanted to turn it on, he just turned it on? Did you see that? He smelled the finish.
We talked about how cold he is in that ring, Tim, and he showed exactly that. Once that bell rings, he's a different person. I'm gonna ask him if he has an alter ego, because Abdullah is just unstoppable.
You wanna know what the alter ego is? He's a competitor. It's a competitive nature. That's what it is. But here's the finish right here. He just stepped on the gas. That was it. He knew he had his man hurt from the previous round, down to the body. He knew that was the weakness. Once he found the key to finish this fight, he just went right to it. He said, you know what, I've had enough. I'm tired of going patty cake with you. I'm stepping to you. I'm gonna take you out, and I'm gonna destroy you just like that. I'm gonna make the referee come in and stop this action. But man, but still, look at the control that he has. He's not being reckless with it. He's placing his shots like a real pro, a real seasoned pro. That's how he's doing it. Not just throwing punches. He's setting these shots up. Look at that. Boom. One at a time. Boom. 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 Just beautiful work right there by the young phenom.
All right, Mark Chinook with the official time of the stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside the American Bank Center, this bout comes to a conclusion at 1 minute, 2 seconds of round number 4 for your winner by technical knockout, Abdullah Mason.
All right, Abdullah Mason gets his 13th professional win, each one more impressive than the last.